Dear students, now we are going to discuss about orthographic projections. When we say orthographic projection, a 3D diagram will be given to you and you will be asked to draw a 2D view of that 3D diagram. Okay. Now here I have taken a simple image for you to know the basics of your 3D diagram converted into 2D diagram. Kindly go through this slide. Over here I have an object which is being given over here, and whenever you have an object 3D object given to you, you have to look for your pointer. This pointer indicates that is your front view of your object. So when I see from this direction, these are the part which will be visible to me. So I have used your line command to draw this front view of your object. Similarly, I will be looking for my top view. When I look for my top view, I will be getting 5 boxes. This is your box number 1, box number 2, box number 3, box number 4, box number 5. You can see over here the 5 boxes have been drawn. And last, when I am going for my side view, I am going to see it from your left side. When you see from left side, on first angle projection, the left side view should be drawn on your right hand side view of your front view. So over here 3 boxes. This is your box 1, box 2, box 3. Good. Now I am going to start the diagram with your AutoCAD software. We have already discussed about how to draw a title block and your margins, everything. Okay. So whenever you start drawing an orthographic projection, we have to insert few lines. See, normally in your ellipse, parabola and your hyperbola, we use only a continuous lines, whereas here we have your hidden lines and your center line. For that we have to insert these two lines, should be inserted first. For that, over here I am going to click your bilayer and I am going to click other. When I click other, here there will be many line types will be available. Over here I am going to select your load. On your load I am going to select your dashed. Okay. So over here just move down your pointer. Over here you can select your dashed lines. See, over here I am going to select dashed dot 5x and I have just clicked OK. Next I am going to once again load and I am going to select your center line. Here I am going to select this center point 5x. So both the lines have been loaded. See, now I have a continuous line, I have an hidden line which is the dashed 2, and I have a center line, that is center 2. Then press OK. Now first I am going to draw your front view of your object. Okay, before starting your front view object, first we have to draw your XY line. For that I am going to use your line command. Okay, I have just clicked your line over here and I make a click over here, move to your horizontal direction, I have made a click. So this is your XY line. Okay, now I have to draw my front view. Always in first angle projection, your front view will be above your XY line. So I have to start from your XY line. Okay, now see, this dimension is 40 and your vertical dimension is 15. Once again this horizontal dimension is 30. So first I am going to draw this. From here I am going to start. It is first point. From here I am going to move horizontally for 40, then vertically for 15, then once again horizontally for 30. So first I have selected your line command. Okay, I have just made a click. I move to your 40, enter, move to your horizontal direction. Your dimension is 15. I have just made 15. Then once again I move to your horizontal direction. It has been 30. Then they are given your height has been 10. They are given your height has been 10. Once again I have to draw this part. Here it is being given it as 20. So I have to draw a horizontal line for 20 and a vertical line for 25. So I just drawn a horizontal line for 20 and a vertical line for 25. After drawing this, I am once again zooming over here. See, you can able to see it is 15. Once again at your bottom it has been 15 and it is 30. Okay. So what I am going to do is I am going to just move it on a horizontal direction. Move it on your horizontal direction. 15, enter, move to your downward direction, 15, enter, 30, enter, once again on top direction, 15, enter, 15, enter, once again here it is 25. So I have just taken a construction line. See, so I have not marked any dimension, students. See what I have done, I have just moved to your downward direction and I just placed your mouse over here and I just moved your mouse, so that I will be getting a construction line. You can be able to see that a green construction line is being created. okay, or you can use your dimension also. So once again it will be 25, enter, move to your horizontal direction, it will be once again 20, enter, on your bottom it will be 10, enter, and once again it will be, just a minute, I will be just zooming your dimension, to your bottom it is 30. So I have just moved for 30, enter, and I have just joined your line. Now I have drawn your front view. Okay, see, this entire front view should be your dark lines. Okay, so for that what I am going to do is I just made a mouse click over here and moved your mouse, so all your object has been selected. I made my second click. Now once again I just changed your bilayer, your thickness as 0.35 mm, so it indicates everything has been a dark line. Now I have drawn your front view. Okay, now I am going to draw your top view. Okay, so first initially here we are not going to see, when we are drawing manually we will be drawing your construction lines. Okay, here we are not going to draw any construction line. Instead of that we are going to track your projection lines. Okay, so once again what I am going to do is I am going to just click your line. I made a point, I just placed your point, I have not made any click, student, I just placed a point. Okay, just I moved to your downward direction, so you can see a construction green color line which has been perpendicularly moving towards your point. So I just made a point over here, then I moved to your horizontal direction, and once again I placed your mouse over here and I just drawn it. Okay, so that I will be getting a construction line. So this is my first line. I know the height has been 40, it is being given over here, it is 40, so I have just moved your drops, it is 40, enter. Once again I just moved your mouse to your horizontal direction, I made my pointer to place over here and just dropped it. Okay, so that I will be getting a construction line and I will be closing it. Okay, see students, there is no need to draw any construction line on your AutoCAD software how we have been drawing on your manual condition. We are going to just project it. Okay, now once again I am going to just click my line. I have to draw this line. For that what I am going to do is I am just placed my mouse over here. Okay, you can see it has been changed to a green color button. I am just moving towards your downward direction. You can able to see a construction line which is being coming towards your diagram. You can able to see a construction line which is being coming towards your diagram. Can you able to view it? I have just made it and I have just click over here. Okay, and I have just joined to this point. Okay, similarly I am going to repeat the same thing for your other diagrams, other line also. Over here I have just placed it. Okay, I just moving towards your downward direction. You can see a line is being coming over here, so I just made a click and I have joined to this point. Okay, this is my second. Then I have gone for my this line. Okay, once again I have just clicked your line and I just placed your mouse pointer. I am moving towards your downward direction. I just made a click and I have joined it. See students, you may think why this extra lines have been started. See, when I move towards below this, I cannot be able to trace that construction line. For that I have just drawn it from your initial stage. After that we can able to trim it. Once again I have just select your line. I have just placed my mouse over here and I moved towards your downward direction. Okay, so here you can see now I am getting a direct into point, so that I can directly click it over here. If I am not getting a into point over there, that's why I made your manual click over here at the top of them. At last what I am going to do is I am just going to click your trim and I will just trim these lines. Okay, after trimming I have just made your escape. Okay, next see students, we have to draw two hidden lines. Okay, which is being present over here but it will not be visible on your top view. Okay, for that what I am going to do is first I am going to just draw it as line only. From here I just placed your mouse pointer, I just moved towards the downward direction and I just made a click and I joined to this point. Okay, once again I clicked your line button. Over here I placed your mouse, I have just moved towards your downward direction, I placed the point and I have joined to this point. Once again I use your trim to trim this line. Okay, now see students, this line should be a hidden line. Okay, so whatever the line should be a hidden line, kindly select it, then go for your by layer and you select it as dashed line. Now you can able to see that it has been dashed line. Okay, now we are going to dark it. See students, always your continuous line should be your dark line, your hidden lines should be your light lines only. So what I am going to do is once again I am going to select your lines. For that, I first made a mouse click over here. I dragged your mouse. See that the entire lines has been selected. Okay, so I have these two lines should not be our hidden. See, our hidden line should not be selected. So that what I have to do, I have to select your manually only, because when I select by your mouse method, all your lines have been selected. So manually I have selected each and every line, and I just change your thickness of your line as 0.35. Okay, now I have drawn your top view. Next I am going to draw your side view. Okay, next I am going to draw your side view. Okay, so first once again I am going to zoom and your A. So your entire screen will be zoomed. Okay, see over here our dimension is, this is 40 and your height is 50. Okay, what I am going to do is I am going to draw your side view. Okay, first I just made your line. I just made a place your mouse pointer over here and I moved it horizontally. Can you able to see a construction line has been generated? I just made a click and I moved it to I have entered my dimension as 40. Okay, once again I moved to your upward direction and I entered my dimension as 50. Once again horizontal direction 40 and I moved to your vertical direction. I have just entered it and joined it. Okay, now I have to join your horizontal points. Okay, see I have a line over here, so I just projected it. Okay, so from here I joined it. Okay, next once again I have an line over here which should be joined. Okay, so what I am going to do is I just clicked your line, I placed your mouse over here and I just moved it. See, once again I just see, whenever you have getting these hidden points, so you have to make a click or outside, then only it will be easy for your construction. Okay, once again I just clicked your line, I placed your mouse over here and I just made a click. So you can see two lines has been at extra projection. For that I am going to use a trim command and I have selected your these two lines. Okay, now it has been trimmed. Once again see, this is a hidden line, student, so I have to just convert this as a hidden line. For that I have selected your line, I have clicked your by layer and I have selected your dash dots. Okay, now I have to draw your dark lines. For that what I have to do, I have to select your lines, what and all lines to be darker, I have to just selected it and I have to change your line thickness as 0.35. Now dear students, now you can see I have drawn your front view, top view and side view. Okay, now next what I am going to do is I am going to mark your dimension. Before starting your dimension, what I have done, you have to set your dimension settings. For that I am going to use your command dim style. You are going to use your command dim style. Okay, here a dialog box will be opening. Click modify. Over here symbols and arrows, change your arrow size as 4. Then your text size as, see over here on your symbols and arrow second tab, I have changed your arrow size as 4 mm. Then select your text tab. Over here your text height will be there, your text height is 5 mm. Okay, then you have your tab called primary units. Over here you are going to select it as 0.00 and give OK. Okay, and close. Now I am going to mark your dimensions. Now I am going to mark your dimension. See, first I have selected your linear. Okay, I have selected your linear. So first what I am going to do is I have selected your linear. I have just made a click over here and I just made another click and I have just moved towards downward direction. You can see the dimension has been marked as 100 mm. Clear? Once again I have selected a dim linear and I placed my mouse over first click and I just made a second click. You can see the dimension has been 40 mm. Okay, now I am going for my front view dimensions. Okay, once again I have just clicked your linear. Okay, first point, then your second point, so it is 30. I just placed it. Then once again I have selected your linear. I have just selected this point and this point. See students, it should be on your same line. For that what I am to do, I cannot place irregularly, so it should be a same line. You can see an into mark is been modified over there. I will be just clicking it, so it will be on a same line. Once again I have just clicked your dim linear. I have selected this point and this point. See over here, I will be just placing over here. It will be getting a node point, so it will be easy for you. So everything you can see, every dimension is being on a straight line, so it will be easy for us for clarification. Okay, so your next I am going to draw your top view dimensions. Over here once again linear, I just clicked over here and I marked as 20. Similarly for other points I am going to just select it. See here also I am going to create your node point. Okay, your linear. Once again I've just selected these 2 points and I just created your note point. Your next linear command once again selected. I've just selected this point and selected over here. Your last I'm going to select this point. So here also I've just joined it to your noded points. Okay, see now the dimensions are, everything is on your same line. Okay, next I have to mark your dimensions on your side view. For that what I'm going to do is first I'm going to mark your step dimensions. For that first linear I just selected these 2 points and I marked it. Then once again I've selected your linear. I've just selected these 2 points and I've marked it as 10 mm. Okay, at last I'm going to mark your overall dimension as 50 mm. So it is not necessary to mark all your dimensions. So basic dimensions, if it has been marked, that is enough. Okay, now see, at last I'm going to zoom your window and zoom your entire pane, so it will be zoomed. Last step, I'm going to write your front view, top view on your wordings. For that I'm going to use your text over here. I just made a first click and it will be asking you to specify your height. Your height h you are going to specify. Your height will be 5 mm. I have just entered it as 5 and I just moved and I am going to select your second point. So first is this front view. I am going to type it as front view, FRONT space VIEW. Okay, then you click your close editor. You can able to see a front view has been. I have just selected it. I clicked your move button. So M is your shortcut for your move. Press enter. From here you just click it and move. So here your ortho has been on. That's why I am not getting any inclined lines. So I just made your ortho off. So see to that it has been on your incline. I just placed on your center and I just marked it as your front view. Once again I just selected your move. I just selected a base point and I just placed it over here. Now you can see it is your front view. Similarly I am going to top your write for your top view. Once again text, I just clicked over here. Your height has been already mentioned, so directly I am specifying your next point. Okay, I am going to type as top view, TOP space VIEW, and once again I have closed your editor. Once again I have just selected it. Move, M is your shortcut for your move. Enter, I have just selected it and move to your center of your diagram. Your next I am going to write it as left side view. Okay, so your next I have just selected your text, made your mouse click and I selected your second click. I am going to type left side, LEFT space SIDE space view. Okay, close editor. Now what I am going to do is once again I am going to use your move command. Okay, I selected your I just selected your text and I clicked your move. Enter, I have just selected your text. Sorry students, I have just selected your text. Now I used your move command, M shortcut, and I selected your point and I just moved it. See, everything is on a straight line, so I just placed it over here. Now the entire diagram has been completed. Okay, so with this we wind up the class for this diagram. You can able to see I have drawn your front view, top view, side view, and I have marked your dimensions. At last I have given what is front view, top view and your side view on your letterings. Okay, thank you all.